CompTIA A Plus Core 1 Complete Training Course. Exam Objective 3.4. Compare and contrast storage devices. Solid-state drives. In this video segment, we are going to discuss solid-state drives, commonly known as SSDs. A solid-state drive is a type of storage device where digital data is stored on non-volatile flash memory chips. Unlike traditional hard disk drives, which we covered in the last video segment, SSDs have no moving mechanical parts. There are no spinning platters and no read or write heads. Because of this, SSDs are significantly faster at accessing and storing data, including operating system files, applications, and personal files. They are also more resistant to physical shock, vibration, and temperature changes. With no moving parts, SSDs operate silently and typically consume less power than mechanical drives. The primary drawback is cost per gigabyte, although SSD pricing has steadily decreased over time. Inside an SSD, the primary component is NAND flash memory, which is responsible for storing the data. But the flash memory does not operate alone. Working alongside it is the SSD controller, which acts as the brain of the drive. The controller manages how data is written, read, stored, and organized across the memory cells, ensuring efficient performance and longevity. Many SSDs also include a cache, which functions as a high-speed buffer. The cache temporarily stores frequently accessed data or incoming write operations, allowing the drive to respond more quickly and operate more smoothly under load. Now let's move into communication interfaces. The communication interface determines how the SSD connects to the motherboard and how fast data can travel between the drive and the system. First, we have SATA, or Serial Advanced Technology Attachment. Earlier in the course, we discussed SATA cables and how they connect storage devices to the motherboard. That same data cable is used with SATA SSDs. A SATA SSD connects to the motherboard using a SATA data cable, which carries data between the drive and the system. In addition to the data cable, the drive also requires a separate SATA power connector from the power supply. This means two physical connections are required, one for data and one for power. Because SATA has been a standard interface for many years, it offers broad compatibility across desktops and laptops. If a system supports SATA hard drives, it will also support SATA SSDs without requiring special configuration. However, even though SATA SSDs are significantly faster than mechanical hard disk drives, they are still limited by the maximum throughput of the SATA interface itself. The SATA 3 standard, which is the most common version in use today, has a maximum theoretical speed of 6 gigabits per second. That speed cap means SATA SSDs cannot take full advantage of the faster NAND flash memory inside them. Instead, the interface becomes the bottleneck. So, while SATA SSDs offer a major performance improvement over traditional hard disk drives, their speed is ultimately restricted by the limitations of the SATA cable and controller. While SATA uses a dedicated data cable to connect storage devices to the motherboard, PCIe, or Peripheral Component Interconnect Express, takes a different approach. PCIe is a high-speed expansion interface built directly into the motherboard. It was designed to provide fast communication pathways between the processor and high-performance components inside a computer. Unlike SATA, which relies on a separate data cable and storage controller, PCIe provides direct communication lanes to the system. These lanes allow data to travel much more quickly between the storage device and the processor. PCIe operates using what are called lanes. Each lane consists of two pairs of wires, one pair for sending data and one pair for receiving data. Multiple lanes can be combined to increase total bandwidth. This design allows PCIe to support significantly higher data transfer speeds than SATA. Because PCIe connects more directly to the system's high-speed pathways, it reduces bottlenecks and increases overall performance. There is no SATA controller limiting throughput. Instead, the storage device communicates over a faster, more efficient interface. As a result, SSDs that use PCIe are capable of delivering much higher read and write speeds than SATA-based SSDs. This makes PCIe storage especially useful in high-performance systems where speed and responsiveness are critical. Now that we understand PCIe as the high-speed communication interface, we can build on that foundation by discussing NVMe. NVMe stands for Non-Volatile Memory Express. Unlike SATA or PCIe, NVMe is not a physical interface. It is a communication protocol designed specifically for flash-based storage. Think of PCIe as the highway itself and NVMe as the highway signs. The highway provides the physical lanes that vehicles travel on, and the signs determine how traffic flows efficiently across those lanes. In the same way, PCIe provides the high-speed physical pathway, whereas NVMe defines how data is structured, queued, prioritized, and processed as it moves across that pathway. NVMe was created specifically for solid-state storage. Older storage protocols were originally designed for mechanical hard drives and included extra overhead that flash memory does not need. NVMe removes much of that unnecessary delay, reducing latency and improving responsiveness. One of NVMe's biggest advantages is its ability to handle a large number of simultaneous commands. It supports many more command queues and far more commands per queue than older storage protocols. This allows NVMe SSDs to process multiple read and write requests at the same time, significantly improving performance. For the exam, remember this distinction clearly. PCIe is the physical communication interface. NVMe is the protocol that runs over PCIe to optimize solid-state storage performance. Next, we'll examine another communication interface you are expected to recognize for the exam, known as SAS. SAS, which stands for Serial Attached SCSI, is primarily used in enterprise and server environments rather than in typical consumer desktops or laptops. While SATA is common in personal systems, SAS is designed for higher reliability, scalability, and performance in business-critical environments. Like SATA, SAS is a serial communication interface used to connect storage devices to a system. However, SAS offers several advantages over SATA in enterprise deployments. It supports higher performance under sustained workloads, improved error detection, and more advanced command handling. One major distinction is that SAS systems are designed to support multiple drives and high availability configurations. SAS allows for features such as dual port connections, meaning a drive can connect to two separate controllers. This provides redundancy. If one pathway fails, the other can continue operating, which is critical in data centers and mission-critical systems. Because of its reliability and scalability, SAS is commonly found in servers, storage arrays, and enterprise data centers. It is built for environments where uptime and data integrity are essential. For the exam, remember this. SATA is common in consumer systems and SAS is primarily used in enterprise environments, such as servers and data centers, where reliability, redundancy, and scalability are priorities. Now that we have discussed communication interfaces, let's shift our focus to form factors. Form factor refers to the physical size and shape of the storage device and how it connects to the motherboard. First, we have M.2. M.2 is a modern, compact form factor commonly used for solid-state drives in both desktops and laptops. Instead of using traditional data cables, an M.2 drive installs directly into a dedicated slot on the motherboard. M.2 drives are slim and flat, designed to save space inside the system. This makes them ideal for laptops, small form factor PCs, and modern desktop motherboards. Next, we have M-SATA or Mini SATA. M-SATA was developed as a smaller version of the SATA interface for compact systems. Like M.2, an M-SATA drive connects directly to the motherboard. M-SATA was more common in earlier compact systems, but it has largely been replaced by M.2. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more great content.